Odds are you will come across leaders in a work environment that focus more on how they are perceived rather than the outcomes they're able to produce. You know the ones. They're overtly focused on non-operational performance indicators. They have this need to be liked or looked powerful and constantly market themselves. They have no issues with pulling others down for their own benefit, and they'll continually agree with leaders above. This might come from their motives of seeking power and status spread from insecurities. Maybe that's the example they have learnt from, or they just don't have the skills or experience to produce results. Whatever the source, it's not healthy for any team or producing performance outcomes. It can be a toxic environment to be in, even if it's just one leader, let alone it's a common feature within a leadership group. You might say, well, regardless of it all, if I just keep producing results, surely I'll be okay. Unfortunately not. Even if you have amazing results, if there is more of a focus on how something looks, then outcomes are not going to be enough. These types of personalities thrive on having the ear of decision makers, and once they have this, results can be easily framed in a way to discount their significance. It's easy to get bitter at all of this, bitter at how morally wrong this type of behaviour is, how disappointing that management can allow themselves to be manipulated, or bitter at leaders that will conform to this type of behaviour for their own personal survival instead of just doing what's right. The reality is, it's just part of human nature, and like it or not, society in general is leaning more and more this way, so it shouldn't come as a surprise. This doesn't mean it's right, and it certainly doesn't mean you have to put up with it, as you do have some options. You can build a group of enough supporters of your peers and leaders to outweigh any manipulative attacks, or you can stand up for what you believe and get the hell out of there. Voting with your feet can be your only option, particularly if the culture is too far gone and not aligned with what you stand for. Leaving isn't easy. You need to be financially stable or have something else to go to, and you will need to come to terms with you gone, the people below you will be treated poorly. Like any situation, there's always positives. These personalities can't bluff their way through forever and get found out in the end. It will force you to evaluate what you're doing, pushing you into new opportunities, and gives you a chance to stand up for what you believe, setting a great example for others.